Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and thanks for clicking on today's video. Guys, I know it's been a long time, it's been eons since I posted something on this channel, and guys, yes, so many of you have been reaching out to me asking me like, hey Ne, what's up, we no longer see your videos. That is because I've not been uploading anything, guys. I took, is it a voluntary leave or was it an involuntary leave? I don't know, but guys, I was just off for a period of time. I was just going through stuff, so yeah, that's why you weren't seeing any of my videos. But guys, thank you guys so much for the continuous support even in my absence, guys. Like the support and the love, guys. Like I could see the outpour of it. Thank you guys so much for like like for all the new subscribers that have added onto the channel or who have joined our family. I, from the depths of my heart, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, because even when you were no longer seeing video from me, guys, you still stayed, you still show me love, and you still show me support, and for that I'm grateful. And it feels good to be back. And yes, guys, I am here to stay. Shout out to you all, and guys, you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this journey. And yes, for my lapses, I apologize. And yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. So today we are going to be getting right into the video. I don't want to take like a long time beating around the bush, because I took a long time. Like the first part of this video was just thanking you all and my excuse for not being around. So yes, we're going to be diving straight into today's video. And what is this video all about? Today's video is actually the reason why some DV lottery winners they fail at the interview process. I know some people are shaking their heads like, yeah, the DV, like it's very easy for people to pass like the DV lottery interview, but yet why do some people still fail? And that is a question I'm going to be answering today, guys. And stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, please do me that honor of subscribing. If you have not liked, please like this video, and guys, please remember to share. So let's go straight into the video. So a couple of days or weeks ago, a friend of mine reached out to me and was asking like about interview and the possible reasons why we could fail, well, why people could fail their interview. And I've had so many people reach out to me who just went for their interview, and most of them, like almost everybody that reached out to me, I'm not showing over here, guys, almost all of them were successful. So kudos to us, and kudos to all the new people who, or the new like our new brothers and sisters who are going to be moving into America, the land of opportunities. And yes, let me just put this out there. If there's any of you who wants to do a video collab, who wants to come up on my channel, or who is in Maryland, who wants to meet, I'm available. Anyways, that aside, let's get into the point. So I just wrote down a couple of points on why you can possibly fail, or reasons why you can possibly fail your DV lottery interview. The DV lottery interview, from my own personal experience, is one of the easiest interviews. Like if you have all your documents right, if you have everything right, you are bound to have it, because it's so easy. It doesn't take up to 5 minutes for the interview, for you to have your interview process, because they're just actually basic questions. Exactly what you had in your TS260 is exactly the same things they'll be asking you. So you just have to make sure that you remember them, and most of them are true. So we're gonna start from the first point, and I jotted some points down so I don't forget. So let's get to the first point. In my introduction, I just mentioned like briefly about like putting the same thing on DS260 form, and the same thing and showing up to the interview with the same thing. So yes, the first point is inconsistencies. When we talk about inconsistencies, guys, as I said, stating on your DS260 form that you are married, and then when you're showing up, I mean, you're married in this year, and then when you're showing up with a marriage certificate of another year. So it's basically putting in the information on your DS260 form, stating that all these things are things that you have and they're up to date, and then you're showing up to your interview with something else. So there, guys, those are conflicting in those informations that you are giving them are conflicting, because on paper they cannot see that you said you're married in 2014, and then you're showing up for your interview, it shows that you're married in 2024. It doesn't make sense, right? So those are some examples of inconsistencies. Like if this is the information you have on your DS260, it should be the same information that you have, that you're showing up for your interview with, and it should be the exact thing you're telling whoever is interviewing you. is your information, they should correspond, it should be the same thing. So that is why I'm pleading with you, when you're filling out your DS260 form, make sure that the information that you have on your DS260 form is correct, and you are going through everything, making sure that you don't have mistakes or any errors, because those mistakes, you might mistakenly write a number, and then when you show up for the interview, they'll be like, but this is what we have. So please go over your DS260 form to make sure that your information is correct. So that is the first point, which is inconsistency. Make it Which is inconsistency, meaning conflicting information, which is kind of, because those are lies, right? Anyways, guys, so that was our first point, and we are going to be moving to our second point. So the second point is lack of an educational background or work experience. So, guys, as I was saying, that a friend of mine reached out to me, was asking me everything in relation to this interview, and the friend did not have the because in Cameroon, our educational system, you have the ordinary level, which is once you pass the secondary school, and then you're going to high school. High school, you have like the advanced level. So that friend of mine did not have like the advanced level. All they had was the ordinary level. So they're asking me that in a situation like this, how do they handle it? So these are my one or two cents thoughts that I gave this friend of mine. Okay, so first of all, if when it comes to the DV lottery, you must have either a high school diploma or a work experience of about 2 years. If you don't have the work, if you don't have the if your educational background is lacking, if you don't have like the high school diploma, guys, it is a high possibility that your visa or your interview process will be terminated. Like your visa will not be given to you. So if you don't have that educational background, the next thing you should have to be able to have that visa, for that visa to be granted to you, is making sure that you have a 2 years of work experience. 2 years of work experience means that this is something that, like, it's a continuous 2 years. You have worked with your employer for the past 2 years. It's not like you have lapses, like you work with them 20 in, let's just say in 2014, you work with them for that time, and then for the whole 5 years you've not been doing anything. No, guys, the need to see proof of the fact that you have worked with this person continuously for the past 2 years, and then the person's gonna give you a note, and possible, I mean, the person's gonna give you like a diploma or something to say that you have worked with them for this amount of time. And also, I always just advise people that if that is the kind of one you're going in for, can you, if it's possible, ask your employer to write like a good review on you, like, like to give like a good review on you. And yeah, because they have worked with you for long, so definitely they can give a good review of you or of your conduct. So because that at least also adds weight now to your documents. So that was what I told that friend, that in case they don't have the advanced level, they should try as much as possible, like, to get that certificate, like their work experience. There are 2 years minimum of work experience, and it must be continuous. Also, another thing I also want to talk about is when it comes to high school diploma. In some countries, they differ. Like their grades, they might say, "Oh, if you don't have this grade, you'll not be able to go. If you don't have that grade, you might not be able to go." But in Cameroon, I don't think that applies. Like, because most of the times, so long as you just have your high school diploma, you are eligible to go. Their visa will be granted. But in other countries, they check based of grades. So if you come from one of those countries, please make sure you do your due diligence by checking if it applies to your country. So guys, that is another reason why your visa might be denied, because you lack your educational background and you lack the 2 years of work experience. To moving now to the third point, guys, please, if you have watched till this extent and you have not, like, what is the color of your problem? Please, guys, hit on the like button, hit on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. And yeah, guys, let's keep going into our video. So the next point I'm going to talk about is wrong eligibility. What do we mean by wrong eligibility? So wrong eligibility means that you are applying from a country that is not eligible to play the DV lottery. I know, so on the DV lottery, before you apply, like, you have list of countries that are eligible to apply and list of countries that are not eligible to apply. So before you apply for the DV lottery, I beg, of you go through the list and you make sure that your country falls within the countries that are eligible to apply, that are eligible to play the TV lottery. Because if you fall within a country that is not eligible to play the TV lottery, guys, that your visa will not be given to you. It doesn't matter what you do, you don't fall within an eligible country. And I know Nigeria is not eligible. I don't know which other countries are not, but I know that Nigeria is one of the countries that is not eligible. And in some cases, people might claim eligibility. That is like a Nigerian person can get married to a Cameroonian person, and they might claim eligibility based on their spouse that is comes from like Cameroon, because Cameroon falls under one of the countries that are eligible. So yes, one of the reasons why you might be denied your visa is because you come from a country that is not eligible. So please make sure you check all the countries to make sure your country falls within the countries that are eligible to play the TV lottery. So that is a reason why your visa can be denied. And our last point is a medical condition. You can be denied the TV lottery visa based off your medical condition. Medicals, with medicals, there are some diseases that you might not be given a visa. So based off this, guys, after doing like your TV lottery process and everything, you know there comes a time when you have to go do medicals. So when you go for medicals and they do all your checks, they give you your immunization vaccines, your yellow fever vaccines, and all those. If they discover that you have a particular disease, guys, they'll tell you to go treat yourself. And treating yourself is going to take like, sometimes it takes like a long period of time, like 9 months or so. So they don't directly tell you that your visa has been denied. So you know that the TV lottery runs for like within one, like a fiscal year or some, yeah, like a fiscal year. So if you take that 9 months to treat yourself and then that year is done, right, there is no way you can get that opportunity back, because you've missed out on that year. You've missed out on that year due to the fact that they asked you to go treat yourself. So they're not gonna outright deny you the visa, they'll just tell you to go treat yourself. So guys, these are the few points I was able to bring up, because I know most people are going for their interviews now, and I just want to wish you the best of luck. And please feel free to reach out to me as a resource person. I'm more than happy to help anybody. To reach out to me if you have questions relating to the interview, relating to whatever. I am right here and I'll be more than happy to help you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah guys, it feels so good to be back. Thank you guys so much, and yeah, see you on my next one. Bye.